My middle name is, I say it's Layla Grace, and that is what I will tell you too, even though it is not true. What was your favorite subject at school? My favorite subject at school was definitely English. I loved anything to do with reading or writing. And I was pretty good at it as well. So I would say out of all of that, my favorite English class was in high school. I had British literature and I really loved it. What is your favorite drink? I don't actually drink soda most of the time. I usually will have it like once in a while as a treat. Overall, throughout the day, I typically drink water, just plain water. And I've gotten really into lately club soda with lime, or like a Perrier with lime if I want something with fizz. So those are probably my favorite cold drinks. And then as far as hot drinks goes, I love tea, I love coffee. And I drink both of those black. So those are my favorite drinks. What is your favorite song at the moment? My favorite song at the moment is not actually new. My favorite song at the moment is Rivers and Roads by The Head and the Heart. I could listen to that song on repeat all day. What is your favorite food? Oh God, that is hard. My favorite food is Mediterranean is usually like a good, I will never get tired of it. I will never complain about it. It's just so delicious. But in terms of like my Osco ever, so that was the last thing I bought. What is your favorite book of all time? That is incredibly difficult. I have so that I read when I was a kid. I really loved the book Stoned Soup. It's just one of those books that makes you super happy, and it's just, I don't know, fun to read. The pictures are beautiful, and even though it's not like one of the more substantial novels or books that I like to read now, I think about something that would bring me joy every day of my life, and that would be it. But if I had to choose a book for the rest of my life, I would be miserable. There's no way I could do it. I love them too much. Your favorite color? Oh gosh, my favorite color, this sounds super basic. My favorite color is pink. I love a shade that I always love to have around my house, and I really enjoy. I love like lime green and aqua blue, coral. I like sort of sea-based colors and things that will sort of bring that same like bright airiness to my life. So those are the colors I tend to stick with. What is your favorite perfume? Yikes. Because my favorite perfume that I wear, again, very basic, but it's Fancy You by Jessica Simpson. I really love that perfume. I think it's probably the only perfume that I've ever had that I went through a complete and total bottle before swapping to something else. Usually I will switch it out by season, but that one I could wear every day, and I keep a vial of it actually in my wallet, because just in case I leave the house without perfume, I want that one to be the one that I get to put on. Favorite holiday? I think Thanksgiving would be my favorite because there are no presents involved. It's just genuinely getting together with your family, maybe cooking a big meal, which is, I love to cook, so that's really the fun part of it for me. Acknowledging your gratitude, and that night is usually the day when I start with all of the Christmas things. So Thanksgiving, I would say, is my favorite holiday because I get to kind of like double up on it. I get to have Thanksgiving during the day, and then at night I get to start my Christmas traditions by playing the music and busting out the decorations, and it's always a great time. So Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. Are you married? No, I'm not married. Have you ever been out of the country, and if so, how many times? Yes, I have been out of the country 3 times. 3 times. I've been to Canada, I went to Montreal. I studied abroad and went to France. And I went on a trip to Nicaragua last spring. So I've been out of the country 3 times, and I love to travel and would really go virtually anywhere. So I look forward to getting out of the country many more times. Do you speak any other languages? Okay. English is the only language that I speak fluently, but I studied French for a really long time, and I studied abroad in France. So I have I can understand some of it and I can read some of it and speak a little bit of it, but not very well because it's been a long time since I've used it. How many siblings do you have? I am the baby of the family. I have 2 brothers and 1 sister. And I think that I could be biased, but I have the best siblings in the world. What is your favorite shop? Oh gosh, that's difficult because I love a lot of shops. I would say that my favorite shop is probably Sephora because I love to go in there and just play around, and I think there's like a sense of discovery in there that I always feel and love. But outside of that, I really love Amazon. I know I'll get so much crap for that, but I love Amazon because I can really buy almost anything there. And there's something that's really convenient about that. So I love Amazon and Sephora. The next question is, what is your favorite restaurant? That is very tough because I love food, but my favorite restaurant is probably, I don't know. It really depends on what I'm in the mood for. The place that I always really like though is a restaurant in Los Angeles that I've never actually been to. I have no idea what it's called. I always say the burnt tortilla and my mom says that's not it, but it's a restaurant that my mom would go and get me wet burritos from. And if you're unfamiliar with wet burritos, they are burritos that are covered in like a tomato-based sauce, like an enchilada sauce, and then smothered with cheese and baked. And it is the most heavenly thing you have ever put inside your face. And so I love that restaurant strictly because my favorite dish comes from it. When was the last time you cried? The last time I cried was like day before yesterday. I was watching a YouTube video and it had my favorite 2 people on there, Justin and Zach, and it was called When You Miss Your Friend. And there was a scene in it where Justin calls Zach like on FaceTime and he doesn't answer, and it rings and rings and rings and he hangs up, and I just got so teary. I don't know, it really resonated with me because a lot of my friends were spread all over the country, and so you definitely get that sense of like, oh, I've been there, I know what you're going through. And also just I've grown so used to their friendship on like other BuzzFeed videos that I was just like, why is this happening? Is this real? So that was the last time I cried, even though it wasn't a lot. I cried then. I'm sort of embarrassed. What is your favorite blog? That's too hard. Okay, these are all too hard. I read a lot of blogs, and I don't think that I could narrow it down to a favorite one because I read them in so many different areas. But I would say that the blogs that I'm most likely to go to over and over and over again on any given day, I love Just Lively, and I love her podcast, so I'm usually on that multiple times a week just because I'll pop up one even if I've heard it before and listen to it again. And I really like Design Sponge for ideas, and the Every Girl. I love the Every Girl. I think it's inspiring, and I love seeing like the spaces and all of those kinds of things. And I really like the Budget Babe. I like her as well. Favorite movie. My favorite movie is far and away Clueless. I could watch that movie 150 times in a row and I can virtually recite it. So Clueless is my favorite movie. Favorite TV shows. Oh gosh, that is too difficult. I love TV. And I would say that my favorite TV shows of all time are I Love Lucy, Friends, Sons of Anarchy, Vampire Diaries. And let's see. Oh, and Orphan Black. I could watch Orphan Black every single day of my life. PC or Mac? Mac, 157,000%. I am a Mac person, even though I have a PC. I have both, but I have a PC and I feel mostly comfortable on PCs. I prefer Mac, hands down. What phone do you have? I have an iPhone 5C. How tall are you? I believe I'm 5'5". That's what I tell people. I don't know if it's true. Can you cook? Yes, I can cook. I love to cook. And I think I'm pretty good at it. I don't know if other people think so, but I love to cook and bake. So those are the 25 questions for the About Me tag. I hope that this video, favorites video, and post it later this week before October 1st. So you'll get 3 videos from me this week. I hope that y'all have a fantastic week, and I will see you in my next video. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this from me regularly, go ahead and subscribe. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.